This is our moment.
I'm your host, Cory Filmz.
Time to be great than today.
Off Top Podcast.
It's a play. Bryant for the lead. Yes!
Time! What up, what up, what up? Good evening. Welcome to the soon-to-be all-world famous Off Top Podcast. I'm your host, Cory Filmz here. Broke Boys Entertainment. You know what it is. Like, subscribe, share the page. Comment, tell your mom, dad, brothers and sisters, cousins, aunts, nephews and nieces, cats and dogs, chicken, gerbils, whatever, all of it. We are on all platforms.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
I was just waiting for him to pick that
Amazon Podcasts. I mean, anywhere that you can watch your podcast, we are there.
I mean, we're borderline the co-host at this point.
Yeah. I'm normally in the
coast to
back,
coast, north to south, east, west. To my left, go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's up, Carson? You know me, behind the cameras. You hear me, you never really see me except for the draft episode.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, kind of run the podcast behind the scenes, do all that editing and all that good stuff. So
that is correct.
You don't see me too often, but I'm here.
You hear them.
We
hear them all the time.
And
but
I'm finally here to defend my Cowboys.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Like I promised last week, this is kind of a NFL preview / Cowboys preview of the upcoming season. The NFL schedule came out on Thursday. Yep. We're going to get into that. It's going to be my main topic of discussion tonight. We got some other stuff to talk about. Obviously, next week, it's Star Wars week. If you know me or if you followed me, that's like my favorite time of the year. Star Wars week, as we know, Star Wars Day is next Wednesday. And, of course, next Friday at midnight is the Obi-Wan Kenobi season premiere of that new series. So we're going to be getting into that in a minute. We got Top Gun this weekend. Top Gun Maverick this weekend. I'm going to see that on Friday or... I think the tickets I have for Friday or Saturday. I can't remember, but I'm going this weekend, see Top Gun. NBA playoffs, we're going to get into all that. Mariners stunk it up again tonight. We'll briefly talk about them. On a serious note, before we get into anything else, I wanted to start off, prayers, shout-outs go out to all the victims of the mass shooting in Buffalo. Was that yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, I believe it was. Super sad. I even shedded a tear just seeing that and hearing all the horrific stories and just all the innocent people. So I just wanted to start that off before we get into anything else. So RIP to all the victims and all the victims' families. Very sad incident. This shit's got to stop. You know what I mean? It's just straight up. Get that out of the way. I wanted to start that off first. We are going to talk about those damn Dallas Cowboys. But real quick, NBA playoffs tonight. Game just got finished about a half an hour ago. Heat is Eastern Conference Finals Game 1. Heat with the big win, 118-107 over the Celtics. They lead the series 1-0. Man, Jimmy Butler tonight, 41 points. Playing some hard. He had 5 steals, huge steals.
Damn.
This was a defensive game tonight. And Celtics had a big lead early, and they were up at halftime. But he outscored the Celtics 50-30 in the second half. But Jimmy Butler, big game.
I mean, just talking about them getting into this game, first of all, going back to Milwaukee.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up.
I'm surprised the Bucks didn't win that.
I had to tear up one of my Vegas tickets today from one of my MGM bets that I had. Sunday was not great. It felt a little better that Dallas won their game in a blowout. I know you watched that game with Phoenix getting blown out. Speaking of which, Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between Golden State Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks is tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. I do not give Dallas a shot in this series, to be honest with you. I want to root for them. I'll be cheering for them, and I want them to go to the NBA Finals, but
Golden State's
got too much firepower. Mm-hmm. I just don't see it. It might go 6 games. I'm hoping it'd be a good series. It's just like on paper, when you look at both rosters, it's almost laughable. I mean, I wouldn't say laughable, but just
look what they did to the
Steph,
Suns, though.
yeah, Suns, man. Here's the thing with the Suns. Chris Paul played awful the last 2 games of that series.
Yeah.
He should have got pulled out of the game. Now, that being said, Devin Booker didn't show up either, especially in Game 7. Mm-hmm. Like, that's supposed to be game time. You're supposed to show out. And like I said several episodes ago, and I was like, who is the most pressure in these NBA Finals? Besides James Harden. And the Sixers are already out. Yeah. But besides James Harden, who was the other player that had a lot of pressure? And I said Chris Paul.
Yep.
Because he's 37 years old, going on 38.
This was the time.
No LeBron in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
KD, they got out early. So this was his chance. They had the best record in the NBA. And again, they fall short. Now what does he do? Does he come back next season? Do you bring him back? I mean, he's getting ready to turn 38. I don't know. I don't know what you do with that squad right now.
I mean, it's not like he had a
Who's
terrible
more essential,
season.
KD or Kyrie?
Who's what?
More essential to that team long term, KD or Kyrie?
Are you talking about the Nets?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the Suns.
We're talking about the Suns. Where you been at?
Sorry.
Look, man, that team. That's a whole. I can go a whole episode on talking just that squad right there. I mean, Kyrie. But here's the thing with Kyrie, though. It's Nike. His shoes getting ready to come out this fall. He's got a new sneaker coming out.
That's not sell.
Of course.
Well, no. Here's the thing. How are you going to sell something when he's not on the court promoting it? He doesn't play. Nike's on the verge of cutting him out. And I had this discussion with my friend the other day. I was like, look, man, no longer are the days, because the collective bargaining agreement's up in 2 years. Not next season, but the season after that, it's over. And the owners are coming. And when I mean the owners are coming, I'm like, they're coming for the players who are just showing up whenever they want to, playing whenever they want to, sitting out extensive amount of time and getting paid $35, $40, $45 million. It's not happening. Those days are going to be over. Kyrie's not going to be able to pick and choose. Mm-hmm. I've been saying it. I've been on the record. No way would I give Kyrie Irving a long-term deal. Kyrie Irving's one of the best point guards in the NBA. Hands down. One of the best. But he's a 1-2 year deal max. Because you don't know if he's going to one day feel like, he's going to burn some incense or something and then just feel like, I don't feel like playing today. I just don't. Or COVID comes back and he don't want to get the vaccine. The sun's aligned. The earth's still flat. All that shit. It's Kyrie, man. He's a different type of person upstairs, bro. He's just not all there. And I don't trust him. That's the thing. You're the one that brought KD over to Brooklyn, right? Then it was him, Kyrie. Then you got James Harden over there after James Harden cried and moaned about wanting to get out of Houston. You bring him out of there, then Harden leaves. And KD's just felt like, man, I'm just holding the bag here. You know what I'm saying?
Ben Simmons, who never played.
And Ben Simmons, who ain't playing. He's another example. We've had 3 examples of people just sitting out.
Bro, what do you do with Ben Simmons?
What do you do with James Harden? Is he worth $225 million? Hell no.
He's more worth than Ben Simmons worth his contract. At least James Harden plays.
You guys that's my point. This next collective bargaining agreement, they're going to put some kind of limitation on how much you can, or how many days you can sit out, or if you're going to get paid this certain amount of dollars if you don't play these certain amount of games. The owners are just sitting here, you're selling out arenas, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got Kyrie Irving coming to town. Oh, I'm not playing. For one reason or another. It's like, I'm telling you this, in the next 2 years, this whole thing is going to change. And you're going to see a lot of players going to get really upset. I wonder why. Because of Kyrie, because of people like James Harden, Ben Simmons. They had a meme I saw of Ben Simmons. Brooklyn Nets, all wearing black. Ben Simmons comes out in this loud orange, purplish outfit. and he said he looks like, like on Predator. Have you seen the movie Predator? Where the infrared beam goes and they had him like that, pointing him out. I was like, on the Brooklyn Nets bench, bro. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But yeah, that's my NBA news. I didn't want to go into it. Kyrie. See, that's your fault, man. You keep talking about Kyrie.
You can't end that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But NBA playoffs, Fast and Furious. This has been a great NBA playoffs. I'm not going to lie. It's been really good. Sound adjustment. Yeah, we got to do a mic adjustment here. My bad, people. Anybody watching?
Hey, you don't have to do a video adjustment by any chance, do you?
No.
Oh, no.
No video adjustment.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Shout out Z for stepping in.
Yep, we got Z on the camera, Zach on the ones who's just fixing the mic. But yeah, NBA playoffs going hot tomorrow. Game 1, Western Conference Finals. I'll be tuning in, of course. Mariners, real quick, lost another one to Toronto 3-0. This road trip.
It's early. We're good. It's early.
It's early, but I have concerns about this team.
You have some concerns?
I do have concerns.
I'm glad.
Mitch Haniger found out he's not going to be back until July, who is one of our best bats in our lineup. And the Mariners are 5 games under 500. So, not good news if you're a Mariners fan. Again, like Carson said, we're only 37 games into the season. It's 162 games. But we can't be trailing this far behind. Houston is hot right now. And I mean on a hot streak. And so is the Los Angeles Angels. So
well, how do you think I feel as a Diamondbacks fan?
Well, I mean, we already know they suck.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Well, they're 18-19.
Yeah, they're terrible.
About to be 18-20 because
okay.
They're losing.
They're losing right now?
Yeah, they doubleheader today against the Dodgers. And they're losing. They lost the first one already, and they're down 12-2.
Oh.
So.
For you Arizona Diamondbacks fans, which we don't really cover.
Are very few.
We don't.
Far in between.
Yeah, we don't really cover the Arizona Diamondbacks, but
well, there's no reason to.
They have a better record than the Mariners right now, so I can't really talk too much right now. But
I mean, look who they have in their division. There's not.
Is it 12-2?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That game's still going on? Yeah,
it's
top of the ninth. Yeah, so
it's over.
But main topic of discussion tonight I wanted to get into, like I promised last week, we were going to dissect the so-called America's team, quote unquote, Dallas Cowboys schedule.
Hold on. So-called America's team?
They're not my team. They're not my team.
Well,
so as far they're not anybody else's team, right? Is it Zach? Is that your team? Mm-hmm. Well, Z.
I don't really watch football.
So yes.
There you go.
That is a yes. I'm taking it.
My team's his team.
No, okay. Well, Broncos.
Broncos.
So let me start by saying this.
True love.
I'll start by saying this. The schedule overall for this coming season is phenomenal. I cannot wait for football to start.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean,
every week.
Every single week there is some good matchups. I mean, out of the gate, Thursday, September 8th, you got Buffalo Bills and your defending champion Los Angeles Rams out the gate.
Possible, like,
I mean, you're going to raise a banner, saying get the rings handed out, and then they're going to win the football game. It should be a phenomenal game, by the way.
That's going to be a good game.
Bill's got a lot of firepower this offseason.
Von Miller will be there. We'll get his Super Bowl ring. Okay, you know what I mean. Sunday Night Football. Again, this is the second year in a row we're starting off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey.
On Sunday Night Football.
Dak's going to be coming in hot. Oh, sorry. Dak's going to be coming in hot.
That didn't sound too hot right there.
That didn't sound too hot.
I don't believe it.
Hey, no, he's mad after they lost the last one. First game.
Well, okay, granted, that was a good game last
game.
year to start off the season. It was a great game to start off the season.
Dak and the Cowboys have something to prove this season. Tom Brady doesn't really have anything to prove. He doesn't give a shit.
When do they not have something to prove?
Well, that doesn't matter. Come on.
Okay, so and you round out Monday Night Football. So
that's going to be a fun one.
Between the Broncos and the Seahawks, I will be there at that game.
100%.
And I already bought my tickets.
You got an extra row for me?
No, because of how expensive they were.
Oh, I bet they're ridiculous.
Oh, they were ridiculous. There's still a few seats left, not very many, but
I think someone's got to be covered.
I mean, the price it's pretty substantial. Let's just put it that way. I mean, compared to the rest of the season, the rest of the home games, which are probably like not even half the cost. Let's just put it that way. So it's a hot ticket. And I don't blame the NFL schedule, the schedule makers for this game.
Oh, totally makes sense.
It makes sense because we know the Seahawks are not going to be very good this year. So you had to put this on prime time very early for the fans to watch. Now the next week 2, there would be a doubleheader on Monday Night Football, which is a little bit of a curveball. Because
I love the double Monday nights.
Right. Well, usually they start off 2 on week 1. This year they're doing 2 on week 2.
Second Thursday game, by the way.
What is that one?
Chargers Chiefs.
That's gonna be a phenomenal game.
Prime Video.
Yeah.
Better get Amazon.
That's gonna be that's when it's gonna be.
Perfect.
Thursday Night Football will be on Amazon Prime, so. Get your Prime Video out. Get it ready. But I just want to start off by saying that is the schedule makers for this coming season have really put together a nice all around. I mean, we got Thursday night games. We got Christmas Eve games. We got Christmas Day games. Sorry, NBA. The NFL's taking over on Christmas. You already got the Thanksgiving. We already know that. And then at the end of the last week of the season, they're going to flex who they're going to put on Saturday and who they're going to put on Sundays. So that last week of the season. So it says to be determined on every team's schedule because they don't know if they're going to play on a Saturday or a Sunday, depending on if it has playoff implications, stuff like that. So that'll be interesting. So it keeps you intrigued every week. But we're going to get into these Cowboys, man.
These Cowboys.
So number one, let me start by saying this: they have a tough schedule.
Oh, it's a brutal schedule.
I mean, it's a first place schedule, but it's tough. Let's start it down the list. I mean,
we gotta break it down each game, right?
I'm gonna break it out each game, but I mean, the preseason games they got 3. You got at the Broncos, at the Chargers. At home against the Seahawks, okay? Those are your first 3 preseason games. And then the regular season starts Sunday Night Football against the Panthers. I would have gave that game to the Broncos if Tom Brady said he wasn't coming back. Tom Brady coming back kind of just...
Did you say the Panthers?
No, I said the Buccaneers.
You said the Panthers.
You said the Panthers.
Did I say the Panthers? My bad. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Week 1 Sunday Night Football against the Buccaneers, Tom Brady and company.
Yeah.
I'm giving that an L right off the bat.
Come on, they can win that game. It was a close game last year.
Uh-huh.
They're starting off again. They want it back.
Why is it?
They got.
got something. Tell me a reason why they're going to win that game this time. What's going to be different?
We picked up. Hope and prayers. Hope and prayers, Corey.
Okay, 0-1.
That's all I got.
0-1.
Okay, that's fair.
Second game.
0-2. I get
at
it.
home on the 18th against your defending AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals.
But Joey B's never played at the Cowboys, so.
Okay, so his first game at AT&T. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you know that they've beefed up the offensive line.
And they just
went to the
Super Bowl last year.
They just went to the Super Bowl, and they have weapons galore on the offensive side of the ball.
And they beat Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, but
did you beat Patrick Mahomes?
Trayvon Diggs playing like he did in the first half of the season.
Okay, Trayvon Diggs, good.
Like, come on, he could cover Jamar Chase. If Zeke's actually playing well.
Zeke
his best chance is week 1 and 2. Let's be real, though.
Yeah.
Because by mid-season, it's going to be fat.
I'm giving an L to that. I'm giving an L. They're starting 0-2.
0-2?
I'm starting 0-2.
You're not giving me one of those games.
No, I'm not. I will not. The Bengals, all they needed was they have beefed up their defense and the offensive line. They're going to be just as good, if not better, this year. Maybe a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover, but that's going to be when they play their division rival games. This game should be a walk in the park, as far as I'm concerned.
Walk in the park.
So I'm going 0-2 Bengals. You're saying they're going to beat the Bengals? You can say that. I'm just going off. This is
I think they were more likely to beat Tampa Bay than the Bengals. I'm expecting that week 2, 100%.
I think that game will be close again, but I think Tampa Bay will sneak it out one more time. So I got 0-2.
I think they got it. It's week 1. I think they're coming out winning that one. Week 2, I'll give you the L on the Bengals.
Okay. Week 3, Monday Night Football on the road against the New York Giants. The Giants haven't got any type of better. If not worse.
Yeah. Not worried about that.
I'm surprised that Saquon Barkley's still on the team.
He's still there.
I know they can still get traded. I think Saquon's on the way out, but I think that team is in total disarray right now.
I've heard rumors of potential Saquon to the Niners.
Oh my god. It'll be a disaster. But I'll give the Giants a dub on that one against the New York Giants. That puts them at 1-2. Okay. So we've gone through 3 weeks right now.
No, that's 2-2. 2-1. That's 2-1.
Okay, that's on your end. Okay, that's on Carson.
Okay, I'll have mine.
But this is the off-top podcast.
Counter above.
Yeah, well, I'll have a counter going above both of us.
Carson, sorry, just give you more work.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, when he has his own podcast or something like that, that would kind of go to it.
Wow.
But this is my podcast, so we're 1-2 as far as I'm concerned. But I'll just play it. Week 4.
I got it up here.
He got it in his head. Week 4 at home, 10 a.m. start against the Washington Commanders. I still can't get used to that. The Washington Commanders. I think
football team or Redskins. Come on.
I will.
That's one of the two.
Bleep that one out.
Washington. Bleep, 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 bleep.
You don't really get this video demonetized.
I will give them the dub on that. I think they're an overall better football team, and they will be at home, and they're coming off the win against the Giants. I think that'll be a good win for them. So they'll put them at a 2-2 record at 500. Week 5. Against the defending world champion on the road against the defending world champion Los Angeles Rams.
So week 6 at the Eagles.
We're just gonna go on that. So that puts them at 2-3. 2-3 Cowboys right now after 5 weeks. Okay.
3-3.
We 2-3. 2-3. I almost have me saying it. 3-2 after 5 weeks. Week 6 on the road against the Eagles. Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. The Eagles have gotten better.
If Jalen Hurts is playing well.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be playing well.
You don't know that.
We don't know that.
I don't know that.
We don't know that. And
bro, he's basically Dak 2.0.
On paper,
I guess
with the moves they made during the draft, they got A.J. Brown, which is a solidified number 1 receiver that they needed. And the Eagles are at home on Sunday Night Football.
And now they got Devontae Smith coming back.
Devontae Smith's coming back.
They got Jalen Reagor coming back healthy.
I like the Eagles in this game.
They still got Dallas Goedert.
We'll see how he's playing through the first couple of games, and then that would
Miles
be a true
Sanders.
decision.
I like the Eagles in this game. I'm going to go with the Eagles that will put the Cowboys at 2-4 to start the season.
Notice.
And Mike McCarthy at that point will be sitting on a
hot seat.
It won't even be a hot seat. It will be a.
What are you chopping?
What's a word that describes just internal burning? Sweltering or whatever.
Post Taco Bell.
I mean, his thing will be in full flames by the time the Eagles game is done. Because
we're gonna be.
They will be 2-4 through 6 weeks. Okay,
they're not gonna be 2-4.
Next week,
4-2.
week 7.
Calling it now.
At home.
4-2.
At home against the Lions. I'll give them the dub on that. Even though the Lions got better. It won't be an easy game. I think the Lions have gotten better, especially on defense. And Hayden Hutchinson. I mean, come on, man.
He gonna eat.
But I think the Cowboys just have too much firepower. They'll be able to beat them. So that puts them at 3-4. The next week against the Bears. This is right before Halloween, my birthday. At home against the Bears. The Bears, let's just face it, man. I mean, they gave up all their good weapons on defense.
Bears don't have anything.
And then Allen Robinson,
Robinson.
He goes to the Rams. Yeah. It's Justin Fields has nothing to work with right now, so I feel bad for him. And this is going to be a beatdown.
Someone should trade for him.
And the Cowboys should win this game. So I'm going to say they're going to win, which will put them 4-4 after 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they get a bye.
They get a bye, and then they're on the road in Lambeau in November. Against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Now, before I even say anything about this, the Packers have issues.
That's my only hope.
They have some serious on the offensive end. Mm-hmm. The defense has gotten better.
They got running, no problem. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I heard a good argument from somebody in regards to the Packers, and I just wanted to bring this up. Right, because we talked about how Rodgers has lost all his weapons in the last remaining years, which I'd agree with personally. But a good point I thought was brought up is Aaron Rodgers makes receivers.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at Jordy Nelson. Look at James Jones. Yeah. Greg Jennings. He helped top off his career. Yeah. Right. Donald Driver. Yeah. Jermichael Finley. Yeah. Like, there's a long list of guys that Rodgers has made into Pro Bowl caliber players that were not necessarily seen as top talent.
I will have to agree.
But that's all I'm going to say.
Is it going to be enough to win?
I don't know.
The fact that the Packers will be at home.
They still got Aaron Jones and a good O-line.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. If I were to...
I was kind of taking that one as a loss. I'm not even going to lie.
Okay.
And the defense is good.
Yeah, the defense is good. I'll give you that. So I'll give them the L on that, which will put the Cowboys at 4-5. Then the next week, they are in Minnesota, don't you know?
Oh, Minnesota.
Against the Minnesota Vikings.
Good old Vikings.
And I've already said it. I mean, I think they're one quarterback away from making a real push. I mean, the talent on both sides of the ball, minus Kirk Cousins. Whatever you say about Kirk Cousins, whatever. He's got good numbers. I'm like, dude, he blows it on primetime games, even though this game is not on primetime, so that's probably his saving grace.
The Cowboys and the Vikings, the same team.
That's what you
In
said
a way,
earlier.
yeah. In a lot of ways, except they have a better running back. But Dalvin Cook, he gets hurt just as much as Ezekiel Elliott does. Mm-hmm. I think Dalvin Cook's a better running back.
Yeah, I'd agree.
They have two good running back backups.
Last year.
Their wide receiver cores are really good, and their defenses are good. It's going to come down to quarterback play. Who's going to be able to make the more plays? Is it going to be Kirk Cousins? I think this...
the fact that this is even a question just hurts. And
it's a question because, like I said, Kirk Cousins fails to perform under pressure. If it's Thursday night, it's Sunday night, is it Monday night? I've seen Dak perform well on big games.
That's true. Yeah, Dak doesn't crumble. It's the team that crumbles around him.
Yeah.
It's a real unfortunate situation that way.
I am going to give the Cowboys a dub on this one. Just because I just don't trust Kirk Cousins.
So where are they at right now?
So that would put them at
5-5.
I think that puts them at 5-5. So I got 1, 2, 3. No. Let's see. How many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5-5. After 10 weeks, Cowboys are 5-5.
I have winning 7. I don't know what you're talking about here. I think you're confused.
Hey, if you guys are watching and want to comment on any of this, let me know if you agree with me or agree with this guy. He has them at. Come on. You have them at what? 7 and what?
7-3 right now.
After week 11.
No comment. I'm not going to comment. I'll let you guys comment.
After 10 games, you have to buy.
Yeah. Okay. I have them at 5-5. The next game, which will be Thanksgiving, the short week. They are playing the New York Giants at home. They should win that because, again, the Giants are terrible. So that puts them at 6-5. Then, first Sunday Night Football at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I like the Colts a lot.
I don't know.
I like the Colts a lot.
Matt Ryan is a lot.
Matt Ryan with the weapon. They just added They didn't have a quarterback. They had Carson Wentz last year.
I understand. I just don't think Matt Ryan's there anymore. Where I don't think he's going to take that team.
Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
The guy that threw for 44 or 100 yards last year.
I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl. He almost won the Super Bowl. They technically had the Super Bowl in their hand, and they blew a fourth quarter lead to the Patriots. They had that game won in the bag.
In the bag. That was hard to watch.
Even though the Cowboys are at home Sunday Night Football, you know the Colts defense is a top 10 defense, right? Yes. Go ahead and say yes.
Yeah.
They are their elite defense. And now you just added a better quarterback who is better than Carson Wentz.
And that bad man, Jonathan Taylor, in the back.
Oh, and Jonathan Taylor, who is on that defense, is going to slow him down. I got the Colts. So that puts them at 6-6. Then in the following week, they're at home against the Houston Texans.
Easy.
There's not even anything to discuss on that. I'll just give the Cowboys a dub on that. That puts them at 7-6.
Texas.
The next week on the road against Jacksonville. Interesting.
Doug Peterson's and Trevor Lawrence, do they make something happen?
Well, maybe he's looking at me like
Who you lost your mind?
sleeper pick. We got a sleeper pick.
Sleeper pick. Are you kidding me right now? Go make this bet. Go to Vegas or go make this bet.
Dude, I might.
Oh, really?
I might consider it.
After looking through the schedule this thoroughly, he probably will.
I can't do it right now, though. As of right now, I can't give the Jacksonville Jaguars to win, even though I want to.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys. So that puts them at
8-6.
8-6. At home the following week, that's Christmas Eve against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles won the earlier matchup.
So
I predicted them. So I'm going to have the Cowboys because they usually split. Mm-hmm. So I am going to have the Cowboys win the home game, which will put them at 9-6, right? Mm-hmm. Then the next week, which is Sunday Night Football again. How many primetime games is – that's another thing.
It's ridiculous.
How the hell, how many primetime games does this team need?
America's team. What do you expect?
Anyway, on
I think the Packers
can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
No, I wouldn't say that.
More than the Cowboys.
They have a lot of primetime games. They have 5. Am I counting that right?
Yes.
1, 2,
For a team
3,
that got bounced in the playoffs.
4, 5. 5 primetime games, possibly 6. Because that last game, the week 17, is to be determined. They don't know if they're going to put them on Saturday or Sunday. But week 6...
Week 17 is Prime Video. It's a Thursday night game.
It's a Thursday night game. Again. Short week. At Tennessee. I'm going with the Titans on that one. So what does that put? They're 8-7?
9-7. Yeah.
9-7. And the last week going against the Washington Commanders.
We're taking that down.
Carson Wentz. They're the Commanders are at home.
Can I just say that Taylor Heineke brought that team to the playoffs at one point.
Yeah, he did.
And Carson Wentz is a whole lot better than Heineke.
Yeah, but
I ain't saying he's good. I ain't saying he's good.
You say that, and then all I can think of is Week 18 last year, and they had a chance to make the playoffs against Jacksonville, and all you had to do was win. Yeah. All you had to do was win. There was no by how many points. There was no. You controlled your own destiny. It's win or literally go home, and they packed their bags literally for the last time, and they went home because Carson Wentz doesn't know how to win in big spots. So no, I'm not giving it to him. I'll give the Cowboys the win on that. 10-6. 10-7. I'm sorry.
I thought that was 11-6.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm gonna run through that. Let me go. No.
It was 11-6.
3, 4.
I mean, 5, I thought it was more. I thought it was 12-5 personally.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11.
I'll do 11. Yeah, it's 11-6. So an 11-6 record. Will that be enough?
That's going to be first in the NFC East.
I will hold your horses on that for a second because You know the Eagles are playing a really easy schedule. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Easier than the Cowboys.
They have a lot easier schedule than the Cowboys. It's going to be neck and neck between those two teams in the division. Yeah. You're lucky that I'm giving the Cowboys even 11 wins. Now, this is subject to change.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that one. I mean,
this is subject to change.
You never know with the Cowboys.
You never know.
I'm always hoping.
I mean,
we'll always root for them. But
now, by tiebreaker rules, I mean, from my count, I have them going against the division. It's what 1, 2, 3, 4-1 against the division. Their only loss against the Eagles early on in the season. So 11-6. Will that be enough to win the division or make the playoffs? I think they'll make the playoffs. Just due to the fact that the rest of the NFC is not. It's not really. The NFC is kind of up for grabs. Where the AFC is just loaded with talent. Just loaded with good teams. I mean, look at the NFC. Go back to the NFC for a second.
I mean, the Cowboys. The Eagles will probably be the same record as you guys after looking through their schedule.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to head-to-head matchup, and then if they split, then it's division record. If they have the same division record, then it's conference record.
Although the Eagles have to play the Saints, the Cowboys do not.
The Eagles have to play what?
The Saints.
They have to play the Cowboys got to play the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's true.
They have the Cardinals. Yeah.
Cardinals are not very good. I mean, they're there, but they're not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're kind of like the Vikings.
Yeah. Like Kyler Murray, how's that contrast going to affect the team?
Depends on how he
after
plays.
Everything that's happened over the offseason. You did lose a couple wide receivers to free agency. You did gain some in the draft, but I mean, they haven't much improved from last year. And the way they went out last year, I mean, you ran into a brick wall that was called the Los Angeles Rams. I still think the Rams are the class of the NFC. There's no question in my mind. The AFC South is kind of, there's the Buccaneers and there's everybody else. Like, what is everybody else going to do? But the AFC is just loaded. They're going to be beating each other up by the time the Super Bowl comes around. There's not going to be anything left. Where I think the Rams are going to cruise to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl.
The NFC just isn't as good.
Right.
I mean, the only other team in the NFC that really has a shot is the Packers and the Bucks.
I don't even think the Packers really have a shot. I mean, I'm just going up. The only thing I say about the Packers is
the Packers. It all depends on what happens in the playoffs.
Their division is so weak. It's just
because they're gonna so they're gonna cruise to 15-2 like they do every year. If they get the 1 seed and they get a crappy team in that first divisional game, they have a much easier run to the Super Bowl. The problem is Rodgers, one, his ownership hates him. I'm convinced of it. I don't know why. And 2, the guys got screwed and had to play Brady in the playoffs twice the last 2 years.
The one thing I will say is it's hard for me to say this, but I have a feeling the Cowboys are going to win the division this year, and we're going to have to play them at some point in the playoffs. And Carson.
Oh, I can't wait.
I don't want to disappoint you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Because
what's the date? Say it real quick for the camera.
Just right now, May 17th.
Today's date is May 17th. I mean, if they end up winning this division, and we already know the Rams are going to win their division, hands down. I mean, it's going to be between the Rams and the Niners in the AFC West. Unless by some miracle the Seahawks can get their head out of their ass and possibly get Drew Brees in there. Which, by the way, the rumor, because he hadn't re-signed with NBC Sports. He only signed a 1-year deal to be their analyst. He was the analyst on Sunday Night Football, remember last year?
There's no way.
There has been talk of him either coming to the Seahawks or going back to the Saints. If he goes back to the Saints... With Michael Thomas coming back?
No way.
What do you mean? We just saw Brady do it. We just saw Brady do it.
No,
and Brady's older.
True.
Brady's only
Brady didn't do it for like a full year though.
Brady is almost 43 years old. Drew
True.
Brees is only 38. He can come back and play. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to. If anything, he'd be rested.
He just can't put the ball downfield.
That's who you want, really, Drew Brees?
It's better than Drew Lock.
So true. So true.
That's true. What about Baker?
You go to a store and it's like you got a bottle of Drew Lock there. You got a bottle of Geno Smith, and you got this big bottle of Drew Brees, full of championships and MVP trophies and all sorts of stuff.
No MVPs.
He's won an MVP, right? Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Never won.
I'm gonna look that up. Drew Brees' MVP is. I think he's won maybe Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl MVP, but never in.
Oh, that's better.
Finished second.
Oh, he's gonna say it 4 times.
He's never won an MVP. He's only got 1 Super Bowl.
You know, and that's disrespectful. I'm gonna go on the record and say it. Drew Brees should have been MVP at least that year that they won the Super Bowl. He should have been MVP of that season. Who won MVP that year?
Peyton Manning.
Was it Peyton Manning?
Well,
Damn him.
Who he played in the Super Bowl.
Big shout out to Big Peyton Manning. I love Peyton Manning.
You
man.
see his video with him and Russ?
Yeah, I seen that. You know, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it online, I posted it on my Facebook page of the schedule release video that the Los Angeles Chargers put out. Oh my God, it is the funniest shit you will ever see. I'll repost it, but that is some good television, video, whatever you want to call it.
Not seen that
It
yet.
is the funniest shit you'll ever see. Just a parody on every single star in the league. And it made it into an anime video. It's funny as hell. Go check it out. They posted it on the Twitter page the night of the schedule release, and it's been flying all over social media. It's so hilarious. They have a video. They have a portion of it where it's like Russ is cooking. He's got his hat on, and then you see Mile High Stadium in flames. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, that's what it's going to be, Broncos fans. You better remember that. He's going to burn y'all to the ground. The 4th best quarterback in the AFC West.
Oh, shit. And you know what the funny thing is about Russ? No matter how many Super Bowls he wins, he gets as a Bronco, he'll still always be the 3rd best Broncos quarterback in NFL history.
God. Just attaching that to him. It's just unbearable. I know they're excited. I mean, let them be excited because when the season starts, man, it's a whole new ball game. And when they start losing games, I mean, Jerry Jeudy can't even stay out. He can't even stay out of trouble.
That's gonna be fun. How's their schedule?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be.
Denver's full of a bunch of 50-50 games.
Yeah, it's literally a toss up on most of their games.
Yeah. The Broncos could go like 4-13. They could go 13-4. They could go anywhere in between.
And the beauty of it, they're on primetime hella. Just getting embarrassed on national television. Yeah, that's good. Let's do that.
You just sound like a salty Seahawks fan.
No, it's not salty. I can't wait. Bro, I'm going to be in there.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, their schedule is tough.
You're giving me shit. Come on.
Hey, man. In all
fairness, look at the last, 5 weeks. Ravens, Chiefs, Cardinals, Rams, Chiefs, Chargers. Hell no.
How did this turn into a dismantling of the Broncos?
You started it. You bring it up, Russell.
Yeah.
No.
Bring up the Broncos, you will get shit on.
Be quiet, Cowboys fan. When was the last time you won a playoff game?
That's true.
Hey,
3 years ago?
Hey, if you know when the Cowboys won a playoff game, comment below.
3 years ago?
Yeah, because I don't remember.
3 or 4
I sure
years
don't.
ago.
I watch a lot of football, and the Cowboys have done nothing.
And Tony Romo was the last one to win a playoff game.
Yeah, it wasn't with Dak. That's for damn sure.
4 years ago?
However long Dak's been in the league, that's the last time they won a playoff game.
Yeah, it was like his rookie year or something.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah. So that's my assessment on the Dallas Cowboys. Next week,
we
will break down the rough and tough and
breaking down the NBA playoffs.
Seahawks schedule. We have to talk about it.
We do, and the Rams.
We can talk about the Rams schedule.
No, we don't need to talk about the Rams schedule.
I have a thought for the viewers in case people are curious. A live show idea.
of
once a week during our show we go. You break down the schedule for each division.
I can do that. Yeah, I think we should just do like a and you guys can comment on this. Just a breakdown of each team. We started this one with the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Next week we'll do Seahawks. We can do on your crusty Broncos
next week as well.
Well, what do you mean crusty?
What do you call it? Crusty? You can do the crusty Broncos. And
guys, the Seahawks have the Drew Lock problem. Have fun with that one. I know exactly how that goes. It means you're going to finish 6-10 the next 2 years.
What about Baker? What if you guys pick him up for cheap?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I think Baker could turn it around.
Yeah.
You stick to your Broncos, or you stick to the Cowboys, okay? You have no idea what you're doing. We bring Baker into this mess, we just going to be paying somebody to win another couple games extra. It's not going to matter.
Lose a better draft pick.
Right. We're not trading for them, so you have to wait for them to get released. It's not a guarantee that Deshaun Watson is going to start the season. He could still get suspended because of all the stuff that's happened still. He's still got civil suits going on. That's why you haven't heard anything about Baker Mayfield getting released yet. It hasn't happened. And nobody's trading for him because he's due almost $17 million, and I'm not paying it. The Seahawks, hell no, they're not paying it. But this notion that Pete Carroll's going around saying, oh, if Drew Lock would have came out of the draft this year, he'd have been the #1 overall pick. Okay, great. What does it have to do with the team? He's terrible right now. That's not what we need.
The fact that Gino's actually...
it's a win. Look, it's a win-win situation for the Seahawks because if Drew Lock even resembles some decency this year and we get some wins behind it, then it's a win-win because we already upgraded a tight end. We upgraded that defensive line where we're going to a 3-4 that we need.
What happens if you go like 8-9? Is it worth it then?
To what?
For Drew.
It's a project. Pete thinks he's this like quarterback guru that he can just change him. Like he's gonna.
Turn him into like a
Russell Wilson.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
But I think we should be eyeballing on next year's draft and what quarterbacks are coming out.
All due fairness, Pete's got a track record with quarterbacks, especially.
He does. I'll give him that. Pete Carroll has a good track record with good quarterbacks.
Carson Palmer. Matt Leinart.
Yeah, Matt Leinart.
John David Booty even.
Oh my God, you're going deep into it. But next week we will break down the Seahawks schedule, and then followed by the Rams. We should do the Rams first because they are the world champions.
But next week,
the fact that you did the Cowboys before them is still a little surprising.
I know, but I had to rip on them because I've been analyzing the schedule all week, and I'm just like, I don't see any other result other than 10-6, 10-7.
Do we bring Tabo back on for the Seahawks episode?
We can, but we're going to do the Rams next week.
That's fair. You got any Rams fans?
Well, next week, are we going to be live?
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to be at the game?
Yeah.
We will be at the Mariners game.
So the following week, we'll break down. We got time. Season's not in for another few months. But this weekend, it's Top Gun Maverick. And I'm super excited. Now, the amount of time that has passed from the first trailer dropping, all the pushbacks, it's been almost 2 fucking years.
Oh my God.
This movie's finally coming out this week, and it better deliver for all the time, the uncanny amount of time that we have spent waiting on this movie. This movie better deliver. Tom Cruise, I love you, man. I watch all your movies. Top Gun. I love you,
Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossibles, all of them. You're great. Interview with the Vampire, one of my favorite movies. I love you, Tom. But you better deliver on this one. I need some Maverick and Goose Jr. action. Okay? This better be a good movie. But I'm going to see it this weekend. The She-Hulk trailer dropped today, which is kind of some breaking news. It dropped a couple hours ago.
The what?
The She-Hulk trailer.
They're making a She-Hulk?
Yes. It's been all over social media, and it looks really good. And I think it's not gonna be a limited series. It's gonna be like
so she's always
seasons. Green? Yeah, and Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk in the Avenger movies and stuff like that. He's in the show too. So, and I think Abomination is coming back from the Hulk movie with Edward Norton, which was really good. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. Obviously, next week it's Star Wars week. Yes. I will be watching Star Wars movies throughout the week.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen The Bad Batch yet?
The Bad Batch is good.
We're almost done with it. It's fantastic.
It's pretty good. I did like it. I didn't think it was as good as the Clone Wars. I thought the Clone Wars was.
I don't think you can top the Clone Wars.
No. You can't top
That's
the Clone
the
Wars.
best animated kids TV show all time.
I'm gonna be watching everything in chronological order. Everything.
That's what we're doing right now.
From episode 1, 2, then you get into Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Mandalorian. And then it goes to episode 3. It goes on and on and on. There's so much stuff. There's so much content, and I love Star Wars. And to get prepared for next Friday. Oh my god.
Are you ready?
So excited.
Are you taking the day off work?
I was supposed to be in a meeting at 7:50 in the morning. And I'm highly considering just at least calling out.
Calling
I'm going to be
sick.
late.
Yeah, you're like manager right now on camera.
Well, he just followed me on Facebook, so it's all good. But next Friday is the premiere of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series with Darth Vader, Hayden Christensen coming back in some sort of capacity. He said it's going to be another epic fight scene between those two. Oh my god. I almost shit my pants when he said that. I was like, are you kidding me? So I'm super excited about the show. I'm just overwhelmed with excitement on this show. I mean, they dropped the other teaser last week, and I was just like, oh god, can it get here? And I've been patient, but now my patience is running thin because I was watching the Amanda Heard, Johnny Depp trial, and in between the trial they dropped a ton of teaser. I was like, damn it! I was like, let's go already.
Are you Team Heard or Team Depp?
I'm Team Depp all the way.
Good man.
I mean, I don't think
That bitch is crazy.
Have you watched that shit's so
Even her friends are not don't even know.
Watch.
The girl that they had on there who was supposed to be her quote unquote friend, and she don't remember half the shit that she gave in testimony, and half the shit it sounded like she was on Depp's side because she was just doing coke and just being crazy and stuff. It was like, I mean, this shit's unreal. It's almost unwatchable, but I'm so drawn into it.
It's literally like a reality TV show.
Yeah. I'm drawn into it so much.
A straight trial people have turned into this full reality TV show at this point.
It's gonna be a movie.
Oh, probably.
It's already in the works.
Well, Amanda Heard said that she lost a significant role in the new Aquaman film.
Yeah,
that's bullshit. Because at Comic-Con she was highly featured in the featurette for the new Aquaman. But again, she's not a main role in the movie. It's Jason Momoa. He's Aquaman.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with her. I mean, she's in it, but she was in the featurette from Comic-Con.
So was Terrence Martin in Iron Man.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean...
And they replaced him with Don Cheadle.
Yeah. So now you're trying to flip the script and do the same shit that Johnny is suing you for costing him basically his role in Pirates, which made billions and billions upon billions of dollars.
Billions.
And if they find anybody to play that role other than Johnny Depp, I'm gonna get pissed.
Oh yeah, if they don't.
There's
have
nobody
him
that can play that role of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna watch it. How could you watch it at that point?
There'll be people that watch it. It's a Disney film, but
no,
there won't be that fan
True
following.
fans will not watch.
No. True fans won't watch. So I think this shit's out of control, crazy. They both need to they're both bad for each other. But I think Amanda Heard is kind of with the fake crying and all that bullshit. She's nuts.
Staging. Did you see the video where she was staging for a photo as she was crying for it?
Yeah,
she paused just for the camera, and then you could hear clicks in the background, and then she kept going.
She's nuts. I don't know what's wrong with that lady. But next week, I guess we're going to be live from the game, correct? Mariners game. I don't know who they're playing.
Taking on the A's.
Oh, they're playing Oakland. Cool. We'll be live from there, and then after that, the following week, I'll probably give my preview on Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
We'll check out the Rams schedule after that, and then we'll tune into the NBA playoffs and see what's going on. And by that point, it'll be almost Jurassic Park time, because Jurassic Park comes out in a few weeks. So we'll be almost to Jurassic Park time. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe, share the page. Let us know what you think. If you have any topics that you would like us to discuss on air, that'd be fantastic.
Any suggestions, just drop them in the comments. Right.
Anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, thanks for having me on here finally. You know, the Cowboys...
Finally? You've been on here before.
First official episode.
Official. I was on the live, but now that I could defend my Cowboys and...
Oh, there's not much to defend.
I mean, you gonna shut up now while we're doing the show?
Not a chance in hell. No, I will still...
And I don't even think my prediction is gonna hold true. I think...
No, it's gonna be way better than that.
Stay tuned.
What are you thinking? 15-2?
Just put the bubbles above Corey's head right now with the dot.
Stay tuned as we see how this season. What I always say about the Cowboys before you sign off: whatever goes wrong will go wrong. The Cowboys will always screw it up at the end.
Probably.
Even if they make the playoffs, they won't get a win because that's how they do. There's a black cat running around that franchise.
Just one playoff win.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love you guys, and thank you guys for all the views and the comments and
all the support.
All the support. It's been awesome, phenomenal. We're continuing to grow, and please give us some more support. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next week, live from T-Mobile Park. We'll see you then. Peace.